It was a rainy evening. Robin and his daughter Juliet were pretty bored. They had watched all of the movies they had at home, so they decided to go out to rent one. Juliet loved that idea, so she quickly grabbed her rain jacket and they both went out to the video store. Once there, the father thought about getting a horror movie, but Juliet grabbed Despicable Me. She loved the Minions, so she really wanted to watch that movie. They rented it, and when they arrived home, while Juliet went to her room to change clothes, Robin turned on the TV and put in the DVD in the DVD player. To kill some time, Robin decided to go to the menu and selected Extras. DVDs like that usually included games which he could try while he waited for Juliet. However, to his surprise, that folder only had videos, and one with the title The Origin of the Minions caught his attention. He selected it, pressed play on his remote, and now he would get to know better those characters his daughter loved so much. Then a boy started speaking. Gru's Minion project has started. I'm experiment number 2, and I made this video to show to the world who the Minions are and how they were born. Gru is our creator, and I had an older brother. He was experiment 1. I'll tell you everything that happened. My brother and I never knew our parents. We grew up in an orphanage in Virginia. However, one day, one man adopted us. He took many children with him, which was great news because at that point, the orphanage had no more food to give us. We were all so happy until we arrived at that cold, dark house. We didn't expect something like that, but that was just the start of something way worse. Mr. Gru stopped being kind to us as soon as he took us out of the orphanage and started to treat us terribly. A few days after adopting us, he started to use a strange freezing weapon which could completely petrify people. 1 week later, he made us go down to what seemed to be a laboratory filled with dead animals. Once there, he revealed his intentions to us. He told us he was trying to create the perfect pet, and according to him, we could become that, but first we had to pass a series of tests. At first, it all seemed like a science fiction movie, but we soon started believing it was all real when he imprisoned us in rooms guarded by a strange woman. We were all trapped with no way to escape. It was a very bizarre situation. They also forced us to wear goggles, and it seems they wanted to clone us. My brother was taking the whole situation especially badly. He was a nervous wreck and could barely sleep. And one day, everything got even worse. Mr. Gru entered the laboratory and asked who would be the first one to be tested. And knowing how scared my brother was, I volunteered. However, my brother refused. He said that he would take that risk for me and would never forgive himself if something bad happened to me. My brother came back the next day and he was completely transformed. He had no hair, his mouth was bigger than usual, and his skin was all red. Gru left him next to me and said, "Maybe it'll work next time." And a few hours later, the most important person in my life died in my arms. The nightmare continued, and the next day, that monster Gru woke me up. He asked me to not make any noise and to go with him. I was very scared. I was sure I was about to die. However, he only gave me 4 yellow pills and gave me 4 injections. I could still see a bit, but I couldn't feel any other part of my body. They cut off my legs and arms, and my skin was now yellow. I was mutating, and I transformed into a funny-looking being who was still feeling grief and pain inside. Mr. Gru announced that his hard work had finally paid off, that his creation was finally ready. He dressed all of us in the same clothes and made us wear the same goggles as before. Most of the other children have no recollection of who they were before, but for some reason my memories still remain. And so I make this video imploring you to find us. Please save us. Robin immediately pressed the eject button on his remote, but was so mesmerized by what he witnessed. that he didn't realize his daughter was next to him, crying in horror. And now Robin can't stop thinking, where are those poor children? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!